Dope D says, what did you say, Dope D? You said, why do you guys think 2K removes fan favorite features and modes from the game instead of leaving them in and building upon them, like the Jordan Challenge, standalone All-Star Weekend mode, etc.?
I can
Um,
answer this.
yeah, we're probably gonna say the same thing. Go ahead.
Okay, so and this is pretty much directly from the source.
Hmm.
Some features, first of all, sometimes it's a matter of space.
Hmm.
Just they start with a blank slate every year, and when they bring in new features, they don't have an infinite capacity for putting things
They
into
don't,
the game.
and
Right?
people
They
think
can't.
that. People think that,
Right?
but
They
that's
can't
not the
send you
case.
an 800 gig file of everything that's ever been in 2K.
Hmm.
So there is a maximum capacity for the actual game file. That's number one. Number two, certain features need to be updated because of other updates in the game.
Hmm.
So a good example is, say, off-ball features. If the motion system gets updated, you literally can't do off-ball movement the same anymore. You have to reintegrate that into the new motion system, right? So sometimes things get updated under the hood that don't allow old things to be compatible with new things. So I think those are the two primary reasons. It's space. It's sometimes it's time to update that thing, and sometimes it's whether or not that thing is compatible with other new stuff.
Yes, yes, pretty much exactly what I was going to say. And I think another thing of it is, which I think is kind of what you're alluding to. It's like resources, right? So
Yeah,
the game has to be done on a certain time frame, right? And they can't do a direct port over from Jordan Challenge last year and put the same exact Jordan Challenge in. And those guys are working on the incredibly shrinking development cycle pretty much every single year, right? So if you got to restructure the movement system, restructure AI to a degree, work on a bunch of different stuff that's coming into my team, do some different stuff that's going in the neighborhood, add some features into my league, all of that kind of stuff, right? You then they go to analytics a lot, and they say which modes are being played the most because they have the data to see which modes are being played the most. And if this mode that you love is not being played a lot, then it's going to dip on the priority list of what they're going to deal with. And that happens a lot. That's why I try to tell people, like, and people think, like, this dude told me I was selling out when I said this once, but I'm not. I'm being honest based off information that's been given to me, right? If us franchise mode guys, my GM, my league guys, really truly saw, not me, because I know, because I've been told, but if some of the people in the general community were shown the analytics for my GM and my league in comparison to the other modes, I think that most of us will go, I'm sorry, I won't say anything else. I'm just happy you keep doing it. I'm just happy you just keep doing it. It's really, it makes you feel bad, honestly, but you can't get mad at 2K because it's that they're not making the numbers. It's this is literally who's playing and who's playing what.
and keep in mind that's a group of super talented people working, 10 to 14 hours a day for weeks and weeks on end, who could also be fixing something else in the game, that are working on those modes. So it's a confluence of all of those varying factors.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And as dope as the Jordan Challenge was, I mean, I'm telling y'all, I love that mode. It was fan freaking tastic. And the NBA's greatest that followed that. Like, it was literally like an interactive basketball encyclopedia. It was dope. I mean, then they using filters when you play with the old teams, just in black and white.
Yeah,
It
that was
was
great.
fire, right? But I don't know that many people that's not in my age group that were playing that. I really don't. And a lot of times, I think, Books, you may have said this before. I know I've said it. We tend to think, everybody, and this isn't just us, this is everybody seems to do that, right? Everybody seems to believe that their mode is bigger than it actually is.
Yeah.
You know, like the pro-am guys, the 2K League guys, they literally think like that's the whole game. I'm like, do you guys realize y'all are about 40,000 strong? Maybe, maybe, maybe 20, right? The game sold 10 million copies, bro. If it's not my career and it's not my team and it's not Park, you're not a big chunk.
You're lucky to be here.
You're not a big chunk. You know,
the difference with that though is, and this goes back to what we were saying before, Pro-Am is an integrated game mode because you almost can't play Pro-Am without playing My Career and for other people Park.
Yes.
My League and these Jordan moments and stuff are
Total
isolated,
separate,
on an island. And this is why I'm saying more integration will benefit everybody else. What's our next question?
Keep people, you keeping jobs alive. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, you are, because the My League guy, you know what I'm saying? He better get another skill. Because it's gonna go down.
You know, and that's the point, is that he has another skill.
Yes.
And at any moment they could be applying that skill to the modes that make money.
Right. And one of the senior devs out there, and he is so talented, such a cool dude, just awesome guy. Eric Benish, he is the heartbeat behind my GM in my league. But you want to know why my team, one of the reasons why my team was drastically improved? And this is definitely a shout out to the entire team, but Benish is a heck of a leader, and you could feel his influence on my team. You could. So it definitely happens.